Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the banned indigenous people of Biafra, has spent years in detention. His case is now one of Nigeria's most divisive.
Keeping Nnamdi Kanu in detention for more than 4 years, I think is a disgrace to this nation.
He has committed no crime. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting a just cause.
See how Nigerians are reacting now, especially from the Southeast. See how they are reacting. It's not good.
Personal level, I don't think that Nnamdi Kanu should be let free to be roaming around.
The government calls IPOB a terrorist organization that threatens national unity. Kanu's supporters say he's being punished for reviving the dream of an independent Biafra. The IPOB campaign of an independent state of Biafra follows the short-lived Republic of Biafra, which fought and lost a civil war from 1967 to 1970 to break away from Nigeria. An estimated 1 million people died in the war, many from the southeast. Is Nnamdi Kanu Nigeria's most dangerous separatist, or is he the country's most silenced voice? Welcome to the flip side. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Kenya in 2021 following an arrest warrant for his return to Nigeria to face trial. The Nigerian government maintains he was lawfully taken into custody and extradited, but his lawyers and supporters disputed that version, calling it an abduction and arguing that due process was ignored. The legal debate over how he arrived in Nigeria now forms a central part of the trial, one that's seen countless delays and polarized Africa's most populous nation.
It shows that our judiciary is dead. And as a giant of Africa, it's very wrong for us to be operating a very insultive and rubbish system. Even Boko Haram, they gave them amnesties. So why are they holding in Nnamdi?
As a Nigerian who respects the Constitution of Nigeria and respects the three arms of government, the legislature, judiciary, and of course, the executive. Since a judge said, free this man, let's free this man and we can rearrest him again. He has many charges on him, but for any charge that he's cleared for, he can be released.
I don't know why they should be keeping this. That's why the people in the Southeast are making noise. So keeping him more there will increase the insecurity in the Southeast.
Nigeria's southeast still bears the scars of the civil war that ended more than half a century ago. For many, Kanu's detention feels like history repeating itself. Some argue that Kanu's case has long moved beyond the courtroom and should be resolved politically.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being detained in Nigeria, clearly for political reasons. One would have expected that if there were clear-cut charges against him, since the time he was initially charged before his residence was invaded, that led to his going back to exile and ultimately coming back by way of an extraordinary rendition. One would have thought that 5 years later, he should have been tried, possibly convicted or sentenced, but that has not happened yet. We think that everything surrounding his ordeal at this moment is political, and that's why many believe that the solution should also be political.
A political solution. That's one way many in Nigeria believe could address the situation. Some voices now call for a political solution, arguing that holding Kanu has done little to ease tensions or improve security in the southeastern region.
As a person who observed the situation, especially considering the situation of this country, I think it is high time for all the statesmen to come up and appeal to the president and to the government to release Nnamdi Kanu and opt for a political solution. I support political solution, and I think Nnamdi Kanu should be released now so that we can have a more peaceful nation, considering the fact that the government is releasing so many criminals. So I think it is high time for us to also release Nnamdi Kanu.
As Nnamdi Kanu's trial is set to resume, Nigerians are watching closely, not just for what happens in court, but for what it reveals about the country itself. Whether Nnamdi Kanu is seen as a terrorist or a political prisoner, his prolonged trial and detention have become a test of Nigeria's justice system and of its promise of unity in diversity. And that's the flip side.